We back.
Yes, finally we are back. The format in
Yes,
which
we're back.
Bangladesh used to show dominance in the earlier days, even in the last 2 years ago. They are back in that particular format in this year, and they are going to host Pakistan tomorrow. So Rashid
Yes,
Bhai, it's going to be a very new challenge and an exciting challenge for Bangladesh ahead.
of course. And of course, at the same time, we are seeing that Mehdi Hasan Miraz is increasingly under pressure as a captain and as a player. So it is also going to add a new challenge for him in this series. And I think this is going to be a litmus test for him,
Mhm.
what the selectors are thinking about in the next days, in the coming days.
Yeah, no doubt about that. If we want to review the recent performance of Bangladesh in terms of one-day international, you can see that in the last 10 one-day international for Bangladesh, they had won at just 3 matches. So that's bizarre
Yes.
because Bangladesh were very much comfortable in that particular format. So there is something wrong with Bangladesh that they used to do previously correctly, but they are not doing it correctly in the recent ODIs
Yes.
that they have actually played. And surprisingly, they haven't batted full of their batting quota of 50 overs or how many overs are played.
Mm,
So in the last 10 ODIs, they have been able to bat only for three times for their full allotted overs. So that's also a big
yes.
reason for concern. And I think, and I'm sure you also think that that is one of the major reason Bangladesh is not winning a lot of matches. What do you think about that?
Yes, of course. Basically, in 50 over match, means 300 balls, you have to you have to keep your preserve your wicket for the last 10 overs. But unfortunately, Bangladesh is unable to do that. Bangladesh oftentimes lose early wickets, or even though they are not losing early wickets, they are creating pressure in the middle over, which is
Mm-hmm.
causing a batting collapse. In the end, actually, we are seeing that even though 10 overs left, only I mean there are only three or four wickets left, and that does
Mm-hmm.
not help in this sort of for ODI. So I think this is going to be a big concern. And again, as we are playing against Pakistan, we have
Mm-hmm.
to be very cautious because there are some bowlers they have like Abrar Ahmed who can actually take a lot of wickets. So I don't know what Bangladesh is going to do against such a bowling attack.
Yeah, you are right. You are absolutely right. On that particular note, we are going to review the Bangladeshi squad at first. So, as we can see that Mehdi Hasan Miraz has been named as the captain again.
Yes.
I think after this particular series, the BCB
Mm,
officials will be reviewing his performance for the last 1 year. I
yes.
think he has been given captaincy for 1 year, and I think they're gonna review.
Yes.
And things are not looking for good for Mehdi Hasan Miraj. So he needs to deliver with his performance and also with his leadership
Yes.
to do well in this particular series. And next
Yes.
we
Of course.
have, yeah, I think we have several all-rounders in this squad. We have Afif
Mm,
Hussain, we have Rishad Hussain, and in the form of what do you say, all-rounder. These are the two key all-rounders that we can see in this squad. But
mm,
we have several other batters also. We have Litton
mm.
who is back. Although
Yes.
it's questionable. He didn't perform very well in his list career or in his last
Yes.
ODI matches, but
Yes.
selectors are actually backing him for some reason. We will go into that particular bit a bit later. We
Yeah.
have other wicket-keeper batter Mahidul Islam Ankon. We have Saif Hassan as the opener, Tanzit Hasan Tamim as the opener. In the middle order, we have Tauhid Hridoy also. We have
Mm,
another backup opening batter in the form of Tanzit Hassan, I think.
yes.
Shomo Sarkar. Is also there. And in the
Yeah.
bowling department, we have the ever reliable Mustafiz Rahman, Taskin
Yeah.
Ahmed, Shoriful Islam, Nahid Rana, the speedster, who had a very
Mm,
brilliant record against Pakistan in Pakistan. He's back
mm.
also. So this is the squad that Bangladesh has announced for this particular Pakistan series. What's your take on that?
Um, it's a very interesting squad, honestly, because the struggle that I have is that we do not have any player who can play at number six. And
Hmm.
because at number seven, we are actually using Mehdi Hasan Miraz. So,
Hmm.
I mean, now we can say that Mahidul Islam Onkon is going to be the player for number six, or Afif Hossain Dhruvo, which
Hmm.
is a very weird. because Afif Hassan Druvo is not a player for number six, but I feel like team management is going to use him at number six. I don't
Yeah,
know why, but they
yeah,
will.
yeah,
So basically, that is where I mean, I was thinking that we needed someone who can actually play at that position, and we did not select anyone for that. And
hmm,
also, I think Tanvir Islam is a good choice for Mirpur,
hmm,
but I think it is going to be very difficult for him to get into the team because Rishad Hossain is.
hmm,
I feel like he is going to play in the main 11 with three pacers. Of course, Mustafiz is going to play, and
hmm,
either Taskin Ahmed or Shariful Islam
hmm,
and
hmm.
Nahid Rana. So there will be, I mean, three pacers from these four. They will play. But yeah, I think in the batting lineup, there is going to be some level of concern.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I have also jotted down a probable 11 for Bangladesh who can take the field tomorrow. So for the
Yeah.
bowler, it is obvious that Mustafiz and Taskin is going to be there, and
Mm.
to add a bit of mystery and X factor to the bowling department, I think they are going to play Nahid Rana because Nahid Rana has given some
Mm.
sort of trouble to the Pakistani batters in the
Mm.
recent past. Although Shariful Islam is in very good form, but
Yes.
unfortunately they want to select the teams in such a way they may have some X factors which can actually help the team in gaining some variations. So
Yes.
Nahidana will be getting an edge over Shariful Islam in that case. And between the two spinners, Rishad Hossain and Tanvir Islam, I absolutely agree with you. Rishad Hossain has been in tremendous form.
Yes.
The captain will be eager to back him to be into the 11. And also I think
Yeah.
we have recently seen in the recent BCL where it was hosted
Mm.
in Mirpur, the pitches were not that much
Mm.
spin friendly. It was
Yes.
much more even contest between bat and ball. So I think
Yeah.
in that case Rishad Hossain will be a good choice instead of Tanvir Islam because it will be adding another dimension
Mm.
to the bowling variation. And in terms of
Mm.
opening slot is obviously a obviously fixed. It will be Saif Hassan and
Mm.
Soumya Sarkar. They had put a brilliant
Mm.
100-run partnership in the last ODI
Yeah.
against West Indies. It was about
Yes.
176 runs for opening partnerships. There is no doubt about that particular pair. And the top order also, I think you will also agree, Nazmul Hossain Shanta and Dohid Hridoy will
Yes.
be continuing in three or four. And
I
in the
mean,
middle
I will
order,
agree. Okay, so basically about Tohid Hridoy, I know that he's going to play at number four, but
yeah,
honestly, if I look into his data and everything, based on my previous one of my previous our previous video, we can say that he should not be at number four, but he will play at number four. That's
I know.
the reality.
I know. It would have been perfect if Afif Hussain was playing at number four.
Number
Think
four, yes.
I think what the team management are trying to do is that they are trying to keep a left hand right hand combination some sort of like this, and also they are trying to balance the team in such a way that no more left handers are coming like one after
Mm.
another. That's why I think they may not actually prefer Afif Hassan in the top order. But in terms of
Yes,
middle order, I think they're backing Litton Dash
yes.
because if Bangladesh has been very poor in the middle overs in the
Mm.
recent ODIs, I will be talking in details about that. So I think that's why the selectors are also speaking in that particular note that Leighton Dash is a very good player of spin.
Mm.
He can take the singles
Yep.
easily, and Bangladesh has been guilty of accumulating a lot of dot balls in the middle overs, as we have discussed in our previous videos earlier, right?
Yes, yes.
So I think Litton Dutch is a very good player of spin. Same goes for Afif Hussain also. He's also a very good player of
Mm.
spin. So
Mm.
if they, I know they all have the huge potential, but they need to deliver.
Mm.
The
Of
whole
course.
country believes in their potential, but they also need to believe in their potential and also perform accordingly.
Perform
So
accordingly.
if they can perform accordingly, the middle order issue is solved. I think the middle over in the middle overs they will be able to accumulate as much as singles and rotate the strike,
Mm.
and that will ease up the pressure in the middle order. Mehdi Hasan Miraj is the automatic choice, although he's not in the best of his shape, but
Yes.
it is how it is.
Yes. And also, I do not think Mehedi Hasan Miraz is a perfect choice for number seven because he is not a good slogger.
I
So
know.
but he will play in the at number 7 because there is no other position where you can fit him. So
Hmm.
he will be at number 7. And also for Tawhid Hridoy, he is never a good choice for number 4. Now there is a chance. I am having a feeling that there is a chance that Tawhid Hridoy might be tested at number 6. Might be. I'm not sure about it, but I am having this gut feeling because the thing is, Tawhid Hridoy, you see that he is not good at scoring singles against the spin ball,
Hmm.
but he is actually good in against the pace bowler. So
Pace
at number
bowlers, right?
6, at number 6, he can actually play against against the pace bowlers at the end
Hmm.
of the like after 35 or 36 overs he can play against the pace bowlers, and he can actually we know that he has good stroke in his hand, so he can actually score explosive runs. So it can be an option to keep Tauhid Hridoy in the team, but otherwise, even if you think about Mahidul Ankon is not good for rotating strike. Even
I
it's
know.
not just the data from the West Indies series. It was also prevalent in the Bangladesh A series as well. Bangladesh A played against one of the
True.
team, so it was also there. So he is not good at rotating strike. So he is definitely not a choice for number 6. So I would
True.
say that it can be an option for Bangladesh to experiment that how Tohid plays at number 6. This can be
No doubt.
tested. But again,
Yeah.
as you say that the so-called traditional way of thinking that we have to make a right-hand left-hand combination,
True.
which no one follows, but we follow.
True. It all depends on the skill. So if we go, yeah, if we go a little bit in depth, like what has happened in the last 10 ODI matches as far as the batting is concerned, because it is obvious that the batting department
Mm,
has let us so much down in the recent past. The bowlers have not have does not have the enough potential or enough runs on the board that they can defend.
yes,
So
yes, of course.
if we can analyze in three phases, in the power play phase, which is the first 10 overs, in the middle phase where
Mm,
we are considering the 11 to 40th over, and in the death over, which is the
mm,
41st to the 50th over. So if
mm,
we take the average in the last 10 ODIs across all venues,
mm.
they scored in the power play on an average of 53 runs. So that's not bad. And
Yeah, that's a good stat, obviously.
that's not bad. On an average, they have lost 1 wicket to the Pacers and like 0.2 wickets to spinners. So they haven't lost any wickets to the spinners.
Mm,
It is also a matter of fact that usually the spinners do not come into the first power play.
mm,
So uh, except if the condition is in Mirpur.
mm,
So this is the stat for the Bangladeshi batters in the power play. If we go into the middle overs and the death overs, that's where the real pictures come. In the
mm,
middle overs, from over 11 to 40, there are 30 overs. In those 30
mm.
overs, Bangladeshi batters have an average score of 109 runs only. That means
Oh my God.
you have a run rate of 3.63. So that
Yeah.
is the exact phase where Bangladesh is actually losing the game, and that is the exact reason
Mm,
Bangladeshi selectors, even though Litton Dash and Afif Hussain does not have significant contribution in their last ODIs,
mm,
they have actually
mm,
selected them so that they can
mm,
rotate the strike and they can actually keep the scoreboard ticking. That's
mm,
what I am feeling right now. And you can also see in detail that in the middle over they have on an average lost 1.5 wickets to the Pacers, but
oh,
almost 4 wickets to the spinners. So you can see that they are losing on and around 5.5 wickets in the middle overs. So if you
yeah.
lose so much wickets in during this particular crucial
Mm,
phase, which is actually the building phase of the
yes.
match, so it actually makes it difficult for the later half
Mm,
of the innings to make it up and to score a winning contribution. So that's why I think
yeah.
Bangladesh is actually lagging behind even
Mm,
after, and that is why the death over scoring is also getting affected. In the death overs across all venues, they have an average of 60 runs in that particular over in that particular region. Whereas like teams like India, England, or Australia, they're scoring more than 100 runs in the last 10 overs. We are
mm,
scoring only 60 runs because we are losing way many wickets in the middle overs.
mm,
So we don't have enough
yeah.
batters. The bowlers are actually facing the death overs. So that's why we are
Yeah.
not being able to score that many runs in the death overs. So
And also, we
in this,
cannot finish the 50 overs as well.
exactly, exactly. So that
Yes.
is one of the big reasons also that the players are not being able to score in the death overs.
Mm,
So if we can see in this in this particular case in the last 10 ODIs, if we see the stats in the away matches, the performance reflects a bit poorer also. Because in
yes.
the middle overs, they have an average score of 105, and in the death overs they have an average score of 49. So
Yeah.
the scenario keeps getting worse and
Oh,
worse for Bangladesh
yes.
because they're
Yeah.
losing way many wickets. There has been a lot more frequent occasions where they
Mm,
have a huge batting collapse, like we have seen it
mm.
in case of a
The
match
last
played
match
against yeah, in the last match against Sri Lanka, where
was.
uh, they have multiple occasions, like they have
Mm,
also lost many wickets in against West Indies, and against Sri
mm.
Lanka they have lost 7 wickets for 5 runs, if we can remember. Like,
Wow. Yes, yes,
so
yes. I remember.
they were 100 for one, and suddenly
Yes.
they were 106 for eight. So that
Yeah.
was really bizarre, and it is happening for happening for Bangladesh for quite a while and quite frequently. That is a
Mm.
major concern that we should try to address, and I think the team officials should try to look into that particular aspect.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think you are absolutely right. I mean, data is not actually giving us a very strong position in this series. But again, we also have to think about Pakistan is also not in a good shape right now.
True. True.
And actually, the squad they have given us is not it's not a very strong squad. There are so many new faces. One or two questionable selections there as well for one or two players. I did not find any stat online. I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, where? So I
Yeah.
don't. I think they have a lot of surprise packages. So what's your view on that?
Yeah, it is a really interesting selection for Pakistan squad. I don't know why they have selected such a young squad because the 2027 World Cup is going to be happening in less than 1 year, I think. So
Yes.
they need to prepare really seriously if they want
Mm,
to field this particular this young crop of talents. That may be one case, and they have to they and the pressure is going to be on the youngsters because they have very little time to get prepared for the
mm,
ODI World Cup in this particular 1 year or so. So we can see that we have quite a few number of a few debutants in the Pakistani squad in the name of Abdul Samad, in the name of Ghazi Gori,
Shahzada Farhan,
Shahzada
Masad
Farhan, Mas Sadakat,
Sadakat,
Saad
Abdul
Masood,
Samad. Yes.
and Shamyl Hussain. Yeah. So these are the players, and I think at least three or four of them are going to be playing in the 11. Because since you have so many debutants in the squad, it is obvious that at least three or four of them are going to debut in the first ODI. So I think
Mm,
if we start from the bowling department of Pakistan, Shaheen Shafridi is the captain, so it is an automatic choice,
yes.
and Haris Rauf will be his bowling partner from the other end. So that is
Yes.
the two spot for Pakistan that I'm quite sure. And for the spinning department, I think Abrar Ahmed is the obvious choice. They haven't chosen any other specialist
Mm,
spinner in their squad, so I think he's going to start also. That they may include in their 11, that is, I think they are going to consider between two, either Mohammad
Same, and they are going to think about Fahim Ashraf.
Wasim Ashraf.
So Fahim Ashraf or Mohammad Wasim. So this is a very interesting choice. I think, although realistically their best selection would be utilizing Faisal Akram and Abraham Ahmed both in the 11. Maybe they may do that in the second ODI, not in the first
Yeah,
ODI.
yeah, I think so.
Because Abraham is a mystery spinner and he himself can actually make a huge call ups for Bangladesh. And Faisal Akram, Bangladesh is not historically good at playing against the wrist spinners, and Faisal Akram is a Chinaman, and Bangladesh does not have a good record against the Chinaman as well. So Faisal Akram and Abraham Ahmed together can be a very, very strong option for Pakistan in the middle over. In that regard, so definitely they will play Haris Rauf and Shaheen Shah Afridi.
Hmm.
And so in that case, they would have to open the ball with Fahim Ashraf and Shaheen Shafiri,
Yeah,
which is not ideal, but this is the only option they might have.
yeah, and
But they have a lot of all-rounders.
I think Mike Hassan has a tendency to pick all-rounders rather than specialist batter or bowler. So I think
Yes,
instead of like Faisal Akram, they might actually go for Fahim Ashraf so that they have a bit
hmm,
of both both side of balance,
yes,
be it in the batting department or in the bowling department, as Fahim Ashraf
yes.
can both bat and bowl.
And Fahim Ashraf is a good option for number 7 and even number 8, I believe. So he
Yeah.
can actually, he is a good batter who can actually
Hmm.
have explosive innings at the end. So Fahim Ashraf is going to play a very key part. Even actually, one of the key trait of Fahim Ashraf is that whenever he comes to the ball, he can take a wicket and break a
True.
partnership. So this is also a
True.
very strong thing about Fahim Ashraf. And also for Haris Rauf, I feel like Haris Rauf, the Mirpur pitch is actually perfect for him, where he
True.
can take a lot of wickets. He can utilize the drift of the pitch.
Yeah.
I think Shaheen Shah after this form is going to play concern here,
Hmm.
as you know that he is not in his top form.
Hmm.
I mean, uh, but and also I think Mohammad Wasim Jr. is going to play. This is a chance
Yeah.
for Pakistan to utilize Mohammad Wasim Jr.
Hmm.
He's also a bowling all-rounder. So
True.
there is a chance that Fahim Ashraf will play at number 7 and for Mohammad Hasan Jr. at number 8, and both
Yeah,
will play in
I
the
think
game.
so.
So there's a chance of that.
Yeah, I also think in that way. I think
What do you think
if we,
about the opening?
yeah, I was also talking about the same point. Like I think I was thinking that they will try to open with Mohammad Rizwan, but I think if they allow him to keep for the 50 overs, then it will be very tough for him to
Hmm.
open the batting. Then I think they will go with Sahibzada Farhan in the opening slot, and
Hmm.
another batter would be the debutant Shamyl Hussain, who is listed
Hmm.
as an opening batter in the official side. So it's going to be debut for, yeah, that can also happen. Yeah. True.
So he's also kind of explosive in terms of strike rate, but his job is to actually have a longer innings and make a partnership with Shahidullah Farhan, and then probably at number 4, Mohammad Rizwan, and then number 5, Salman Ali Agha. They are
Aga.
going to play.
Yeah, this is the batting lineup that I have also actually selected. Like the top five will be the same as you. I think in
Hmm.
the finishing role they will try either Hussain Talat or Abdul Samad. They have a
Hmm.
very good reputation with hitting the long ball.
Hmm.
If they're thinking of bringing an all-rounder, I think they will go for Hussain Talat because he can bowl
Hmm.
4 or 5 overs in the middle. But
Hmm.
if they want to go for an specialist death over batter, then I think they will
Hmm.
be looking for Abdul Samad. So yeah, that it's quite interesting about the Pakistani new prospects. So I have tried to gather some list the
Data.
career stats list the career stats for the debutants that may have a chance of getting into the playing 11. So we
Hmm.
have Shamyl Hussain, who is a left-handed opening batter. I think
Hmm.
he has played 13 for list A matches where he has scored
Hmm.
556 runs with an average of
Yeah.
46.33 and a strike rate of
Hmm.
100, and his highest score
Hmm.
is 143. So the stat shows that he is quite capable of doing the damage, and he has a very good strike rate and a healthy
Yes.
average. So he has the potential. I think if he gets the chance, he will be doing a good job for Pakistani opening
Hmm.
position. And we have Abdul Samad, who is a right-handed middle order batter. I think he
Hmm.
has played 30 List A innings where the highest score is
Hmm.
130 not out. He has a
Oh.
strike rate of Yeah, he has a high strike rate of 80 and an average of
Hmm.
35. So he has 550s and 200s in his name in the first List A matches. So That also shows that he has the potential to do the damage in the middle overs if he gets the chance. And the two all-rounders who didn't play any one-day international matches are Masatakat and Saad Masood. I think Saad Masood played in the recent emerging Asia Cup in the T20 format. He was the captain, if I'm not wrong. So Saad Masood is a right-handed leg spinning all-rounder. So if Pakistan wants to explore the vulnerability faced by the Bangladeshi batters, they may actually opt for Saad Masood instead of Masatakat. It actually depends on their team management. Saad Masood doesn't have a lot of stat in the list A matches. He played just 3 innings. Where he scored 57 runs and has a high score of 44 not out, and he has an impressive strike rate of 126.66. So that shows that he is an explosive batter. He can roll his arm around for some overs, bowling his wrist spin. So that also makes him a good prospect to field against the Bangladeshi batters. And the last but not the least, that is Masadakat. We have already seen him in the BPL. He has been a regular face in the Pakistan Super League also. So if
Yes.
he has some matches in the List A career under his belt. So in the last 27 innings in his List A matches, he scored 972 runs. The highest score is 114 with an average of 38.88 and a strike rate of 101. So that shows that he has a very good striking ability with an impressive average. So that makes him a very dangerous customer if he gets to bat in the top order or in the middle order. Either role I think fits him. And also in the bowling department, he has a very good economy of 5.35, and in the last 20 innings he took 17 wickets with an average of 33.35. So that also makes him a very handy all-rounder who can roll his arm around for 7 to 8 overs if the captain wants him to do that.
I
So I
think
think it's good.
Masuda is going to play the role of Mohammad Nawaz in this team. So
I think
basically,
so.
he will be either Masadakat or Salman Ali Agha based on the batter. One of them will probably ball. Like if there is a right-hand batter, either Masadakat may ball the ball and vice versa. So there is a chance of that.
Yeah, I think Pakistani management has lost all the confidence of the recent team that played in the T20 World Cup. So that's why they are not eager to give any chance to those players. And it is already buzzing in the media that they are going to fine with a hefty amount to all the players that have played the T20 World Cup. So I think that's what actually led to such a young team to be fielded against Bangladesh.
And I think also, I mean, they're also trying to utilize some of the young players, and also, that the World Cup just ended, so probably there is also some sort of fatigue issue. So that's why they are not
True.
there. That can also play a role in the selection process, where they wanted to utilize some of the younger players and also give rest to some of their older players like Fakhar Zaman or Babar Azam, or I mean, so that they can freshen up. And in the meantime, they can also give a chance to the youngsters who can actually take this opportunity. And from there, they may select 2 or 3 players for the next 1 year. Like I have a feeling that maybe Shahzada Farhan is going to play a significant role here. Who might, if he can play well, he is probably going to play in the next series in Pakistan. I mean, for Pakistan team. Also, I'm hoping about Masadakat, very excellent, very brilliant player. Also, Faisal Akram is going to be their key bowler, one of the key bowler. I feel like because Bangladesh is not good against the Chinaman ball. So uh, this is why I feel like maybe even though he might not play in the first match, there's a chance that he will play in the second match or in the
True.
third.
Yeah, I think so.
So, what is the realistic total? What is your expectation for Bangladesh in terms of batting? Like, what is the realistic score for Bangladesh to score if they bat first against Pakistan?
So what I'm hearing from the like pitch inspection by the both the team management, they have seen the pitches and they're rating it as a good pitch. It is actually different from the typical Mirpur pitch that we
Hmm.
see in the Mirpur Sherbangla National Stadium. So it's going to be an even contest between bat and ball. So I think if Bangladesh gets to bat first, if they can score somewhere around 280, 270, 280, they have the they have the bowling lineup who can actually defend that particular score. But I think starting from this particular ODI series, the batter needs to show their potential, and they need to think about scoring at least 300 runs, because that will give them enough practice to score higher runs in at the global stage. Because if you start practicing scoring more runs in this particular stage, then it will be much easier for you to score a higher total in the world stage. So they should aim for 300 or more if the pitch is actually good enough.
Also, although another point is that although Bangladesh have strong bowling lineup, but again, Bangladesh is also weak in the bowling lineup. That means
True.
Bangladesh only have four pure bowler, but
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Mehedi Hasan Miraz is not a reliable fifth bowler.
Mm-hmm.
And Saif Hassan is good,
Mm-hmm.
but again, he is not a reliable fifth bowler who can bowl in
True.
10 overs. And if Afif Hussain Dhruvo plays, he is also not a reliable fifth bowler. So basically, there will be some challenges there for Mehdi Hasan Miraz. I mean, again, he is also not a reliable bowler. So there will be some, and if there is a scenario that one of the four bowlers are having a bad time, it is going to be a big
True.
challenge for Bangladesh. So I do
Yeah.
not know how Bangladesh is going to solve this problem in the coming days because we don't have good all-rounders in our pipeline.
That's a very good point that you mentioned, Rashid, because I think Bangladeshi bowlers who are not usually bowling in as a fifth bowler or as a sixth bowler, they should bowl more often in this particular 1 year of time,
Mm,
so that they can be prepared if such a situation comes. Players like Soumya
mm,
Sarkar who can do his medium pace. If some of the pacers are not
mm,
having a good day, I know Taskin Ahmed is
mm,
not having a very good form, so it may come
mm,
if a situation comes that pacer needs to bowl some of the overs from Taskin
mm,
Ahmed, Soumya Sarkar needs to get ready in that particular
mm.
aspect. Similarly for
Nice.
Saif Hassan and Afif Hussain also. We know that Mehdi Hasan Miraj is
Mm,
not in best of
mm,
his form. So they need to also
mm,
prepare themselves in the practice session so that they can have their bowling overs in the actual match. So
mm.
we would like to see that in the match.
And also, I think, in fact, Saif Hassan has more variations than Mehdi Hasan Miraz in terms of one-day cricket bowling. Saif Hassan can. I mean, this is a bizarre truth, I would say,
True.
because if you think about Saif Hassan, he actually bowled some good overs against Afghanistan
West Indies. West Indies.
and West Indies against West Indies. So he was amazing there. I think this is going to play a role. I mean, a role in the selectors that. I mean,
True.
maybe for the team management, this is going to be a deciding factor that how they are going to utilize the 10 overs from majors and middles. I mean, for the fifth bowler, how they're going to manage that. So this is going to be a key challenge.
True.
So I think that's more about our discussion. So what do you think? Who is going to win the match?
For the first match, I'm going to back Bangladesh because they are playing in their home ground. The crowds will be backing them up. Backing them up once they are
Mm,
once even if they lose the momentum, the crowd pressure will actually go in their
mm,
favor. So I think
mm,
if the batters, so there is a condition applied clause. If the Bangladeshi batters score a reliable score, then Bangladesh has
mm,
a good chance of winning this match. If the Bangladeshi batters do not score more than 250, I think it's going to be a very tough match for
mm.
Bangladesh to defend.
Yes. But I think for Bangladesh, they have to somehow take the wicket of Mohammad Rizwan and Salman Yaga.
Hmm.
These two players are going to play a huge role here, especially Salman Yaga is a player who can change the game. Like, I mean, if you
Hmm.
see some of his recent ODI innings,
True.
he can actually score I mean, he can score patiently, or he can actually go on, he can score some explosive shots, and he can actually bat at a strike rate of 150 plus. So
True.
so he is going to be the key player. So if you can take the wicket of Samoa Agha, so then there is a chance that you can restrict Pakistan in a very small total. So
Hmm.
this is going to be a key factor for Bangladesh to consider when they're bowling. So I think that's all for today. We are hoping that Bangladesh win the match tomorrow. The important thing that we hope that I am hoping that it would become a very interesting game. There should be even
Hmm.
contest. That's what I'm hoping for. And with that hope, this is the end of our video. Please share your thought about the match. Subscribe to our channel, put a like on this video, and keep supporting us. See you tomorrow.